Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios, which Manny is he's 46 years old. And if he would have won this fight, he would have been the oldest welterweight to win this title, but it was a majority draw.
Which is still crazy.
Yeah, but the majority of pundits, people that know boxing, they're saying that Manny won.
That's wild.
Yeah.
At 46. Fucking wild.
Yep. That happened. Alexander Usyk. And here's a clip from DAZN. This is a social media clip, so we should be able to use this. But this is him knocking out Dubois.
Oof.
Bam. 9th round.
Well, he's just a British killer. You look at all the Brits that he's beat the shit out of.
He's just amazing, dude.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah.
And then to piss people off, which is exactly the point of it, he brings in Jake Paul to square off at the end there.
That's another thing that will...
The Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
Apparently that's signed, sealed, delivered.
According to Jake Paul's side. But, yeah. And then Tyson Fury says he's betting $1 million on Jake.
Really?
Yes.
I love Tyson Fury.
But I'm sure he does that because, he wants to, even though he says he's retired, I'm sure he still wants to fight Joshua at some point.
Yeah, they got to make that happen. He goes, I think Jake Paul chins Anthony Joshua if they fight 100%. If they fight, I'm putting £1 million on Jake.
£1 million. What is that?
If Jake knocks out Anthony Joshua, the entire thing is fixed.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
what.
This isn't how it works. I know it's fun to talk about and get clips and the views talking about Joshua and Jake Paul. If this is a real sport, if it's an actual real fight, did you see what he did to Francis Ngannou? You're talking about the 2-time gold medalist, the world champion that beat Klitschko and got dropped. That guy at heavyweight. This fight should be 30 seconds if this is real. If it goes longer than 1 round, maybe 2 rounds, if Jake's covering up, I'll give you 2 rounds. If it goes longer than that, this thing's fixed. The fix is in. And I love Jake. Good for you. Get your fucking bag, dude.
And this is what Turki Al-Sheikh says.
If Joshua destroys him, the headache of Jake Paul will go away from my mind. If Jake Paul wins, I will know that Joshua is finished and Jake Paul deserves to be ranked. Jake Paul accepted. Now next week I will talk with Joshua about it. Oof.
I mean, he has all the money in the world, so he can make it happen.
This is Eddie Hearn goes, it's a catastrophic mismatch that people would tune in to watch because it would lead to the end of Jake Paul. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. If it's real.
If it's real,
yeah. This would be the tall tale sign, Yeah, this guy's right, dog. If Joshua loses this one, I will never ever watch boxing again. Yeah, if he were to lose and get knocked out by Jake, yeah, it's game, set, match on boxing.
He wouldn't, but is there any possibility that there could be just a random freak thing that Jake could actually knock out?
Chance. There's no chance. And if Joshua semi takes it serious, like he did Francis, it will be way worse than that. If this is real, if this is an actual competitive, legit fight, it's just, I know we live in this weird world where, and you'll hear people like Brian go, but he's big and athletic. I get all that. And that's great. This is Anthony fucking Joshua, the 2-time gold fucking medalist, heavyweight world champion of the world at one time, the very best to do it. There's not enough hours in the day for Jake Paul to last longer than 30 seconds with Anthony Joshua. In the real world, online, we can do our thing. This can be fun if the build up and all. I get all that. I'm with you guys. I'm the one that sold you fucking Conor versus Floyd. I get all that stuff. If this is real, if this is an actual highly competitive boxing match and Joshua trains like he's fighting fucking Tyson Fury or Usyk, this in the actual real world that we live in, no matter what Jake does, should not last longer than 30 seconds. That's the truth, and I love Jake, and I condone what he's doing. But if for whatever reason this thing is set up where he clips Joshua, it will totally taint everything Anthony Joshua has done. And he's set money-wise, so I don't see him taking a fall, none of that stuff. So I assume this is all real. And if it is real, in the sweet science of boxing, Anthony Joshua should defeat him about 30 seconds or less. That's real. And it's all good. The ball's on Jake to jump in there with a fucking heavyweight of Anthony Joshua's caliber is nutsos. He should get credit for that. But he should get finished in 30 seconds.
You've been around both. Have you been around Joshua yet, right?
Never.
No? Oh, shit. I thought you did.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah. But I'm wondering how big of a size difference is because Jake's getting a lot bigger, but Joshua seems
buddy.
huge.
Joshua's so big.
Yeah.
He's fucking massive, dude. And talented and technical and all the power in the world and has fought the very best. He's not washed.
Mm-hmm. No, he destroyed Francis. Like,
he took it serious. He went, okay. And what do you think is a tougher fight? Francis Ngannou for him or Jake Paul? And Francis couldn't touch him.
Yeah,
he literally destroyed him. And that's how it should go. It's literally how it should go.
Yeah. Well, I'll be tuning in if it does happen.
Me too. I'll be watching it. I'll be breaking it down. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying if this is a legit fight, that's how it should go. Mm-hmm. If it goes any other way, something's fucking up. And this would prove that more so than any other fight Jake's had.
So Jon Jones is back in the news. There's a few parts to this. So, ever since the White House thing happened, Jon Jones talked to someone at the SB saying, like, I'm back.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm back.
Did you hear Dana White?
Yes. So
Dana White's like, I ain't fucking putting him on the card. He's like, I can't risk a fucking fight of that caliber with John. Who knows he's a wild boy. I can't risk that. I'm with Dana on this. No, the ride's over. For John, the ride's over. And if John's going, well, the only reason I'm going to come back is if I fight at the White House, Dana's like, cool, then you ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Like, I think Dana White and the UFC brass, they got burnt by John. And they're like, we're good, dude. Same thing with Conor. They're like, we're good. And last week I was talking about the White House card, Conor fighting Chandler and Jon Jones fighting Alex Pereira. Fuck all that. I was way off. Neither one of them were going to fight on there. Because they're both too unreliable now. If this is, 8 years ago, they're both on there. Main event, co-main event. In 2025, neither one of them is making it because it's too flaky. Both of them are too flaky. Both of them have too much baggage. Dana's not going to bank on that. Everyone's like, this is so uncommon for Austin, Texas. Whatever, dude. This weather ain't shit. Bring it. Bring it, weather gods. Bring it. How's everyone doing? How's your summer going, man? Yeah? Kids in multiple freaking camps, so they're not driving you crazy at the house. I get it. I get it. Your boy is fresh off the plane from SoCal, Orange County. I wasn't in LA. I wish I was in LA so I could see a bunch of my old friends, but I was in Newport, California, out there for business. And then I was in Downey for a lot of the time working on my truck, my H1, which we're tossing in a ridiculous motor, 1,000 horsepower, not a big deal. So we'll see when that gets done. But one of the main reasons I was there is I was flown out with Jackson's and Bear, my boy Bear at Jackson's, doing the podcast and all that. But then also to get an inside look at Khamzat Chimaev's training camp.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool because Khamzat's like this boogeyman that, especially in America, we don't see a lot of. Kind of flies under the radar. He's not one of those guys that are on TikTok doing the dances and shit looking for attention. He just does his thing to try and become world champion. And so I get to their gym, and so he's been doing his whole camp out of Newport, California. And also Armin Sarukian's there as well, who also does his camps out of there. A bunch of guys do. Khalil Roundtree, Mackenzie Duran, Luke Rockhold's there. They got TJ Dillashaw, who's a coach and is on the Jackson podcast. So they have a whole thing going down there. The environment, the basically the campus. They have like 4 different buildings, and then they have their weight room. They have the recovery area. It's insane what they're doing there. The strength and condition is there. Long story short, Khamzat's there with about 10 or 15 of his team. And some of them are like, up and coming or well established Dagestani and Chechen fighters. And then some are world class wrestlers, and they're all big dudes because he's fighting DDP, so they're big dudes. It's different than the camps I was in, or different than the camps I've been around, whether it's Jon Jones or GSP or Machida or insert whoever, Chael Sonnen, all these big time dudes, because it was just so intense. Like there's no joking around. It's just business. And, obviously what happens in a fight camp stays in a fight camp. But if you know the stories of like shoot to a box where they would spar and dudes would and it was a fight and guys would get like starched, that's what these boys are doing. And it ain't happening to Khamzat. Yeah, I was blown away. That dude is everything that you think in your head, all the folklore and the hype. This dude is scary, the real deal.